Mastering FMEA implementation. FMEA must sync with QMS and regulators, or else. Which steps will we take to ensure that our FMEA implementation is properly aligned with our overall quality management system, QMS, and complies with all relevant regulatory requirements? To ensure that our FMEA implementation is properly aligned with our overall quality management system, QMS, and complies with all relevant regulatory requirements, we will take the following steps. Firstly, we will conduct a thorough review of our existing QMS to identify any gaps or areas for improvement that may impact the effective implementation of FMEA. This review will involve a comprehensive analysis of our current quality policies, procedures, and processes to ensure that they are aligned with the requirements of FMEA and the needs of our organization. Next, we will establish clear goals and objectives for our FMEA implementation that are consistent with our overall quality management strategy. This will involve defining key performance indicators, KPIs, to measure the success of our FMEA implementation, such as reduction in defects, improvement in product reliability, and enhanced customer satisfaction. We will also conduct a detailed analysis of our organization's current product development processes, including design, manufacturing, and testing, to identify areas where FMEA can be leveraged to improve quality and reduce risk. This analysis will involve mapping our current processes, identifying interfaces between processes, and pinpointing areas where FMEA can add value. To ensure compliance with regulatory requirements, we will identify all relevant standards, regulations, and industry guidelines that apply to our organization and products. This will include a review of industry-specific standards such as IATF 16949, AS 9100, and ISO 13485, as well as relevant regulations such as those related to product safety, environmental impact, and import/export requirements. We will then develop a comprehensive FMEA implementation plan that takes into account our organization's goals, objectives, and regulatory requirements. This plan will outline the scope of our FMEA implementation, including the products, processes, and functions that will be covered, as well as the timelines, resources, and budget required for implementation. As part of our FMEA implementation plan, we will establish a cross-functional FMEA team that includes representatives from various departments such as design, manufacturing, quality, and engineering. This team will be responsible for developing and implementing FMEA processes, identifying and prioritizing potential failures, and developing and implementing corrective actions. To ensure that our FMEA implementation is properly aligned with our QMS, we will integrate FMEA into our existing quality management processes, including design control, corrective action, and continuous improvement. This will involve updating our quality policies, procedures, and processes to reflect the use of FMEA, as well as providing training to employees on the application of FMEA in our organization. We will also establish a system for tracking and documenting FMEA results, including the identification of potential failures, risk assessments, and corrective actions. This system will provide a clear audit trail of our FMEA activities, enabling us to demonstrate compliance with regulatory requirements and industry standards. Regular audits and assessments will be conducted to ensure that our FMEA implementation is effective and compliant with regulatory requirements. These audits will involve a review of our FMEA processes, documentation, and records, as well as verification of the effectiveness of corrective actions. Finally, we will establish a continuous improvement process to ensure that our FMEA implementation remains effective and aligned with our organization's changing needs and regulatory requirements. This will involve regularly reviewing and updating our FMEA processes, procedures, and documentation to ensure that they remain relevant and effective. By taking these steps, we can ensure that our FMEA implementation is properly aligned with our overall quality management system and complies with all relevant regulatory requirements, enabling us to improve product quality, reduce risk, and enhance customer satisfaction.